I am so excited for today. Why? Because I am here with Marjorie. So aren't there some celebrities that live here in Benitez?
It's been rumored that had a house.
That's what I was trying to get to, but I didn't know if I should say it or not. Okay. What is the best town on the Costa del Sol for you to move to? Is it Marbella? Is it Benitez? Is it Estepona? You may know me as the Dubai Connect. And yes, I am a certified international property specialist and a licensed realtor. Spain right now is the #1 country that Americans are Googling and researching to move to. So today I'm going to take you on a little tour with Next Nest Marbella, a relocation expert here on the Costa del Sol. We're going to find out what the best towns are for you and or your family to move to, buy a second home, a vacation home. I am so excited for today. Why? Because I am here with Marjorie. Marjorie, tell us about the new company that you just started.
I started up Next Nest. It's a bespoke relocation company, business services, and we help families who are looking to move over to Marbella get settled in from the before moving stage to the settling in process and beyond.
Which is so incredibly helpful because moving to Spain is not an easy process.
It can be very daunting.
Right?
Yes.
And where I am going to immerse myself to be an expert on the real estate aspect of it, there is, as anyone knows who's ever relocated to another country, so much more involved. Today, Marjorie is going to actually take us through some of the best neighborhoods for families to consider and individuals to consider moving to in and around Marbella, such as
Nueva Andalucia, La Quinta, Sierra Blanca, and Golden Mile.
Why did you choose Marbella? You've lived all over the world, right?
Yes, I've lived in 6 different countries, and mainly US, Miami, and Germany, and then the UK. Me and my family decided to move over here 4 years ago, and we haven't looked back because our life is so much better and so
4 kids, by the way. I don't know if you can imagine.
They're all over.
She has 4 beautiful children.
As we drive through Nueva Andalucia, you're in one of Marbella's most established lifestyle hubs. It's a favorite among expat families for its international schools, walkable areas, and golf course views. And you're just minutes from Puerto Banús. The average home here sells for around $3.52 million US, with prices averaging at about $561 per square foot. It offers a vibrant, upscale lifestyle that still feels residential.
What were some of the factors that came into consideration to relocating here in Marbella?
Well, for us, it was definitely about the schools, the quality of the schools, the quality of life, also proximity to where my husband works mostly, so he works in Europe.
The weather is gorgeous, the lifestyle is amazing. So what makes La Quinta different than, let's say, some of the other neighborhoods we're going to see today?
So La Quinta is very residential. There are not a lot of shops or anything like that. It's mainly just houses, and it's perched up a little bit higher on the mountain, so it's a bit more of a drive from the coast, but still very close. Everything is about 10 to 15 minutes away from the coast. And you can see up there all the homes being built. That's all La Quinta.
La Quinta is a peaceful hillside enclave known for its panoramic views and laid-back pace. It's ideal for retirees, second home owners, or families who want more space and serenity. Yet, you're still close to Marbella and the beautiful beaches. The average home here costs around $2.86 million, with an average price of $590 per square foot. It's definitely one of the most scenic places to live on this coast.
First thing that you want to do is, when you're thinking about moving here, be in good time, because things do take time to process. And by that I mean things like residency permits, visas, depending where you're from. But lawyers are very experienced here in Marbella, good ones.
Good ones. I was just going to say good ones.
Yes. Who know the process.
In Dubai, you don't need a lawyer. In Spain, don't do business without a lawyer.
You need to have a lawyer.
You need to have a lawyer. To even be able to purchase, you need that NIE number, and the lawyer would help you get that NIE number to be able to even purchase. How would you compare the purchase process between when you invested in Dubai versus when you bought here in Marbella?
Night and day. You need to take your time here if you're going to purchase. It will take a lot longer, triple the time, quadruple the time possibly.
It seems like golf communities are a pretty prominent feature here on the south of Spain.
Yes, I'm not a golfer, but there are hundreds of golf courses on the Costa del Sol. And a lot of the homes, a lot of the properties back onto the golf course and form part of the community. The membership to the golf course is not correlated to whether or not you own a property. So you probably have to do that separately. But definitely Frontline Golf is going to be a property with high value.
Dubai is now really starting to market these golf communities, and that's very rare, by the way, in Dubai, whereas it's more prevalent in Southern California and here on the Costa del Sol. Golf communities are more rare in Dubai. And I was asked by this reporter, Fleach Times, does that increase the value of the property? In the United States, it does. And you're saying here in Spain, it does as well.
It does.
And I would argue to say it does as well in Dubai. So that's interesting. So from my understanding, Benitez is probably the most expensive neighborhood in Spain.
It's the most expensive municipality, if you want to call it
So aren't there some celebrities who live here in Benitez?
Yes, in Zagaleta and Madronal, those are very premium estates. They are gated, very much tucked away in nature. If you want, we can show you.
Okay. So yeah, please do show me. I think like even there are some very famous members from different countries that will be heads of states and leaders and football players. Do you know anybody that you can share?
I mean, it's been rumored that had a house.
That's what I was trying to get to, but I didn't know if I should say it or not. Okay. Marjorie, in Dubai, there's this idea of master communities. And what it is that all these little communities that build its own ecosystem of retail shops, clinics, dental offices, gyms, the schools, etc. Is that the same type of concept in these neighborhoods here in Spain?
Not really. It's not based around a master community. It's just neighborhoods.
Okay.
And some more residential. Some of them happen to have schools and residences. Some more commercial with residences. It's just very varied. It's more like your typical
neighborhood.
Yeah, like typical town.
Suburban.
Yes,
towns. Suburban towns. When you are talking about these different towns and neighborhoods that we're looking at right now, what are some of the differentiators between them?
Price point is one.
Okay.
Size of property.
Okay.
And distance to, I guess, Marbella center.
Sure. Okay.
Those are, and of course, like altitude. So the higher up you go, the better view you have.
And what about the schools that you're mentioning?
The schools are all pretty much located in the same area.
Okay, so all the neighborhoods would have those same schools?
Yes.
And then what about retail? That would be more Marbella Center and Guadalupe?
Exactly.
Okay. And hospitals and etc., right?
Hospitals are also in Banús.
Okay.
And also further out. On the right is called the first gate of El Madronial. And as you can see, they're homes that are kind of nestled in the hills, have larger plots typically, and are quite big houses as well. And here on the other side, you have its neighbor, La Zagaleta, which is world famous. One of the two best golf courses in all of Europe, possibly the world. They have an equestrian center, 250 homes, but the acreage is just massive.
Driving through El Madronal, you'll notice the quiet. This gated community offers space, nature, and total privacy. Here, it attracts buyers who want more land, fewer neighbors, and stunning mountain or sea views. Many villas are architect-designed and sit on large lots. The average home sells for about $5.66 million, with properties averaging at $682 per square foot. You're paying for exclusivity, design, and serenity.
And also on the airports, they're connecting the UAE much more with direct flights and America. So they're connecting also to New York is already going, but also Miami will be going in the summer, and then more and more are coming up.
La Zagaleta is Europe's gold standard for ultra-luxury living. Think private golf, equestrian centers, full-time security, and helipads. Buyers are looking for total privacy, elite amenities, and breathtaking views. The average home is valued around $13.41 million US, and prices per square foot is around $744, with many homes exceeding that depending on views and design. Here is more than a residence, it's a gated legacy lifestyle.
Stunning.
Unfortunately, a lot of providers are unregulated in Marbella or in Spain, at least as part of Spain, meaning they don't need to have license or certifications proper qualifications that you would expect like in other countries. So who you work with is super important. You want to make sure that you are with a trusted, vetted provider, whether it be your lawyer, your estate agent, that they know what they're doing, they know the market well, they have the expertise, and then you'll be safe in their hands. But pick the right people to work with.
Has it been speaking English in here? Does everyone pretty much in Marbella speak English?
A lot of people speak English. You may find it difficult in places like supermarkets or pharmacies, but all the outlets are very used to having the international community.
How safe are these neighborhoods that we're in right now?
Pretty safe. Nothing compares to UAE.
Dubai is constantly ranked, and Abu Dhabi is the safest cities
Exactly.
in the world.
Great security systems here. So motion sensors, floodlights that trigger an alarm that goes straight to the police or your security.
That is another challenge, right? But as long as you understand it and you're guided properly, you can get ahead of that challenge ahead of time.
So this straight ahead down to the coast is San Pedro.
Okay.
A little bit this way would be Guadalmina. And then a little bit further that way, you get to Puerto Banús.
Okay.
And then Golden Mile.
San Pedro is growing fast with international families and second home seekers. It blends authentic Andalusian charm with modern amenities and right on the beach. You'll find parks, restaurants, walkable streets, and a warm, welcoming vibe. The average property costs $1.57 million. The current prices average closer to $483 per square foot. It's a relaxed lifestyle with a real community feel. What insurances should they look into getting?
You'll need to have insurance for your home, for your car, for your contents, just like anywhere else.
Okay.
And health insurance, of course, very important.
Perfect. And I'm sure you have the resources to connect.
Absolutely.
For insurance providers as well. How do you find that compares here in the south of Spain to other countries that you've lived in and that you're well aware of?
What I'm aware of and what we've experienced, the health services are very good here. There's private health care, and that you can get an appointment like the next day. You don't have to wait for a very long time. There's also helicópteros sanitarios, which is more private healthcare.
The coverage in general, like the healthcare has a very strong reputation in Spain in general. I think that's one of the reasons when we see why Americans specifically are looking to move to Spain is probably the top 1, 2, 3 considerations is about healthcare. And healthcare in Spain has an incredible reputation. The hospitals and insurance is not expensive.
It's not expensive at all compared to other cities. We were in the UK before, and I know US, the premiums are very high.
Yes.
So for example, we have Sanitas, me and my family. And if I need to make a doctor's appointment for my daughter, I go on the app quickly. The next day, I can book myself straight in to see the pediatrician, and then that's it.
Super easy, super simple.
Easy. Really love about Marbella is that it has most, I'm not going to say all, most of the shops, the brands, and the restaurants that, like, for example, London, New York, Dubai would have. But at the same time, you also have your really cute Spanish outlets. So in terms of like fashion, especially the kids' clothes for fashion, the Spanish one's amazing. But then also that you have your little chiringuitos where you dip your toes in.
Chiringuitos. I didn't even know what a chiringuito was until I came here. And then, oh my gosh, there are all these little restaurants that are set up.
A way of life. You sit at the beach, right at the sea, and you have like fresh fish grilled, you know, meats, paella.
On this outdoor oven, right? You could just spend all day on the beach, on the Mediterranean, being served drinks and food, and your family and the kids are running around and
go swim in the ocean.
And swim in the sea. It's beautiful, beautiful lifestyle. People are happy here.
Oh, yes.
What the heck?
Totally.
I'm not used to that. People, well, okay, in San Diego, yes, maybe in other parts that I visit, like New York, but people are happy, and especially in Andalusia.
But don't you think it's because, especially people who have moved from their own countries to here, they've made that monumental decision, and then they come here and they really realize that, yes, we made the right choice, and they feel so grateful.
It's grateful.
So
because gratitude is the key to happiness.
Yeah, the energy is nice.
So positive. Here, I don't feel it's a hustle culture. And what did you say?
I said because people don't make their living here. People that come here, they either work remotely, travel to where they have to do business, and when they're here, they enjoy.
And you feel that every day. So the energy, as you had mentioned,
It's this positive, relaxed energy, and it's contagious.
This is a really amazing tour. I want to thank you. My pleasure.
This is Marbella's Golden Mile, the most iconic stretch of beachfront real estate in the region. With legendary hotels like the Marbella Club and Puerto Romano, it's where legacy meets luxury. Homes average at around $5.53 million, and the price per square foot starts at $565, with beachfront properties exceeding $2,700 per square foot. This area is perfect for prestige buyers who want it all: beach, culture, and beauty.
So, with this, I hope that this just gave you a little bit of an idea of some of the neighborhoods in Marbella. We are going to be doing more videos together just to share some of the top areas. But most importantly, if you are looking to make the move to the Costa del Sol, myself, again, certified international property specialist with offices now here on the Costa del Sol, as well as in San Diego, California, and in Dubai, the city of the future, and Marjorie from Next Nest Marbella are here to help guide you in that decision process. So, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Adios.